Hey everybody, it's Katie with Picture Perfect. I hope that you're having a great weekend. I know our video schedules are supposed to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. What are we doing on a weekend? I just want to explain to you why it is just as bad to mow a lawn that is hot and dry as it is to mow one that's too wet. So once again, there is like no rain in the forecast. There wasn't any rain last week. There's no rain for this coming week and possibly past that. As a result, when you pair so much dry weather with temperatures that are getting into the 90s every day, that is terrible conditions for fescue. I don't know if you watched that video this spring that we did about fescue and heat, but they're not a compatible duo. Fescue likes temperatures in the 70s. So when we get up into the 90s, like we have been consistently, fescue only grows at 25% what it normally would during its ideal growing conditions. So if your fescue would be growing 2 inches every week, all of a sudden now it's only gonna grow half an inch. As a result, it doesn't need to be cut. It's not going to need to be cut every week like it did just a few weeks ago. It needs to be given a break. This weather is super stressful to your fescue. The heat, the dryness, even if you're irrigating, it's not the same thing as rain, and we're going to talk about that in a later video. But as a result, your fescue is under a significant amount of stress. It is just as stressful to put any kind of mower, even a little tiny push mower, on the lawn as it is if the lawn is super saturated. This is because those individual blades of grass are becoming brittle. They're getting fried. That's that purple and even brown color that you might be seeing in the turf. Take a look at this picture here. This is what it looks like if you mow a lawn that is under too much heat stress. Those blades of grass that are just not having a good time and become almost brittle and crunchy when you just walk on them are going to break and have cellular damage done if something even heavier than a person is being put on there. So, we mowed everybody this past week. If we only see half an inch of growth next week, we're not going to cut your grass. We'll still blow things off and do what we need to do to keep it cleaned if you're one of our mowing program clients, but we're not going to put equipment on your lawn if it's not necessary. And I know it's 4th of July coming up and you want your lawn to look amazing, but I promise you it is going to look better having not been freshly mowed but still looking good because it hasn't grown since we last cut it, compared to if it's got giant stripes of brown dead grass because it was under too much stress for the mow service. If you're a Picture Perfect mowing client, just remember you signed up with us for your fertilizer and your mowing services because you know that we have the health of your turf in mind. And that's what's happening this week and possibly the week after. We are not going to do anything that will put your grass at risk of being killed. That's the opposite of what we and what you want. If you're not a Picture Perfect mowing client but you're still watching this video, think about your mowing. It's really important not to mow if your grass hasn't grown. A, it's a waste of your time, and B, it is super stressful on your grass. Don't make a bad situation worse. Give it a break. It needs to be tall anyway because that elevated grass height ends up building stronger root systems and shading that root system from all of that summer heat. It's a good situation. So keep it tall, let it grow as slow as it needs to without trying to mow it even lower so at least it looks like you did something. No, don't play that game. Just let it be. I just wanted to do this little advisory now because I know we're going to have questions about it. We are seeing so much heat stress starting to develop again because things are getting so hot so dramatically with no rain. So comment below if you have any questions. Give me a call, send me a text message, send me an email. Let me know if you want me to come out and look at your lawn because it's turning brown and you don't know why. I'm always happy to do that. I'm doing that today. Just keep me up to date. I appreciate you guys watching this. Have a great 4th of July. We've got a couple great videos coming up this week as well. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.
I was gonna run up and go, hey!